Y'all see a scat thing, man. But this ain't no scat video, man. So that's what I'm gonna start doing, because I do some other, not too much, but some other little car stuff sometimes. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting stuff on the channel. I ain't no professional. I just watch little videos, do a little research. So let me show y'all. First off, I didn't got the door panel off. Now I'm gonna show y'all how to take the door panel off when I do the one over there. I didn't think about doing a video until after the fact. So got the door panel off. You see all this junk right here. Like I said, I'll show y'all that when I get to the other side. So I took the first factory speaker out, and this is the factory speaker that was in here. Piece of shit, man. Y'all see it. This is the one I'm putting in here, and then I went to Best Buy and got the bracket, bam, to put the speaker in. Now, I bought 4 speakers. I'm about to show y'all those. Give me 1 second. All right, so these are speakers, like I was saying. I just went back and at the box. So these are speakers I'm putting in here. I got 4 of them. 2, they go one right here. The other one's still in the house. But like I say, putting 2 in the deck and redoing the door speakers. And I also got this amp. Now, this car still got the factory radio in here. Trash, but I'm going to be redoing the factory radio. I'm not doing the install myself, but for now, I'm gonna do just the speakers, and because I don't have the wires for it. Now, before y'all start, I don't know. This is a decent amp right here, just to power the 4 speakers. I'll show y'all this right here. Now, now I'm probably gonna do a video and show y'all how to install an amp to a factory radio, because it's actually simple. I'm gonna put like this little picture diagram, really simple, but I don't have the wire to do that today. So basically just doing the car speakers, and then I'll come back and do the amp. And then later down the line, she want to get a radio, she do that, and then they will just be hooking that back up to the aftermarket. So no big deal. So go ahead and get this first one in, and I'll show y'all the install on the passenger door. So I forgot to show y'all these. These are basically converters or connectors or adapters, whatever you want to call them. So when you unplug like factory radios, instead of like doing all that splicing and stuff with the wires, you just buy an adapter that's gonna fit on the factory one, and then of course that will hook up to the aftermarket thing. So definitely look into getting these right here. What are these called? Install. You see, basically, let me show you this real quick. Install aftermarket speakers without cutting factory speaker leads. You know, it's basically just gonna save you a lot of time. So make sure you get a pair of these. Like I say, I don't do audio stuff. I don't do professional install. So everything I'm saying, mind you, I'm just learning as I go. But I did research, and I am able to do this right here. So like I say, stay tuned. I'm gonna show y'all how to take the door panel off if you got a Camry, 2017 Camry. I think it works between 2014 and 2018. So go ahead, stay tuned. I'm gonna show y'all that on the other side. All right, look. So to take the door panel off, the first thing you want to do is basically pry this piece up. So just go like right here and pull this piece up. Then you want to take this piece up too. And also, when you do this, you want to unplug these 2 things right here. So these 2 right here. So I'm gonna unplug these. I'm gonna show you how to snap out the next piece. All right, so once you unsnap these 2 pieces from this right here, you just want to pull this piece up. And you just gotta pull that up, and it comes right up. Now, you need to make sure that you take this piece off right here. This, you just want to move this like this. Right here. So you're gonna need to unscrew this screw right here, this one right here, and this one right here. And once you do that, you can basically start pulling the whole door panel off, because it's held on by pins. But before you do any of that, this was the first thing you're supposed to do. I forgot this part right here, that right there. So it's like 2 clamps. So you want to basically just kind of slide this out and pull it. So pull this piece off first, and then do this part. But either way, what order you do it in, you just gotta make sure you do this and this right here before you actually pull the panel off. So take this off, unplug these 2, pull that up, pull this off, and take these screws out. I'm gonna show you what. All right, so once you get all the screws out, like I say, 1, 2, 3, you just want to start pulling it off, and you want to grab it from down here. Let me show y'all something. So when you get the door panel off, you still need to unhook the bottom light right here, which that just fell off the door, but normally it would be on here. You need to unsnap that. You need to unhook the 2 wires, these 2 wires right here. So it's just 2 ball things that you need to pull out, and a wire part just come out. So I can't show y'all this because I can't hold the camera and do the same thing, but basically that's what I'm telling y'all. You need to unhook this from the door, and that bottom light, which would normally be attached to the door, but for some reason it's not. So go ahead and show y'all what's next. But basically once you pull this off, it's gonna come off. So I got the door panel off, and once you get the door panel off, you're gonna look at it. So you see these are white things that basically holds it in place right here, and you see it's one missing right here, and one missing right here, and one missing right here. So basically it's still on the car, and you just need to make sure you pull those off and just put it back on there before you snap this back on. Like I say, this light should have been attached to this part right here, but I guess it just came off. But you basically would just unhook this light, because this light should have been on here. And to remove the speaker, all you gotta do is basically unscrew these 4 screws right here, and once you get it pulled off, you just unclamp this one clamp right here. So that's how you basically take the speaker out. Now, let me tell y'all something. This is the brackets I ordered or bought in the store, whatever. These are Metro brackets. They don't really fit completely on here. So now you can, you know, put a screw through a piece of it. It's not a direct fit. Honestly, it's not. So I basically, when I did that one, I finessed it. I was able to get 1 screw in, and I used the washer to overlap the outside of the bracket to get that to sit in there. So I don't know whichever ones they sell for this, but this is the Camry for the certain year, and it's supposed to fit. I took it back up to Best Buy. He said, yeah, you can basically kind of weld your own holes in it, but it's still not gonna fit correctly. So just know when you putting these in. Now the speaker itself, it's gonna mount on the bracket the right way. You just gotta put the screws to it right here. But when you get ready to put it in the door, you know, you're gonna have to basically kind of pick your own way to make it fit in here, because that bracket doesn't really mount onto these 4 spots right here. So yeah, now I am gonna do the deck ones right here. It's getting dark outside, so I'm gonna try to get some light in here. Definitely go ahead and finish this door up. Like I say, once you figure out how you're gonna put it in here, you basically gonna put everything back the same way. You know, just don't forget to do these cables, and the light thing, because I actually did put it back on there. So pretty simple way to take off the door panel. Oh, forgot to mention, this is the adapter piece I was telling you about earlier. So basically make sure you get these, because with the aftermarket speakers, you're just gonna plug these 2 right here. Just make sure you match it up. You can't miss it, because one is small, one is big. It's only gonna fit on the big one's gonna fit on the big one, small gonna fit on the small one. And then you're just gonna clamp this right here. Like I said, it's a direct fit. Snaps right on, and then you just plug these 2 pieces up to the speakers right here. So make sure when you're doing aftermarket, just get this so you don't have to deal with like splicing wires and copper wires and all that stuff. So yeah. All right, so I'm doing the rear deck speakers. So this is the side panel. You have to remove both. I'll show y'all real quick how to take it off. See if I can hold the light and the camera at the same time. All right, yep. So all you need to do is basically pry this part up. Just come right here, actually. And you see, once you get it like this, you just need to pull it. Pull it. Pull it. It's like one more clamp, I think, in the back. Pull it. And after you do, it's only like 3 tabs. You just need to pull it. Pull it out. So that's the side panel out. All right, man, just to let y'all know, to actually do these back speakers, you're gonna need to let down the back seat. So you're gonna need to pull these. So you can pull down the back seats. See if it should come down now. Yep. So yeah, you're gonna need to basically pull both of these down to basically get ready to pull this up. Make it to the speakers in the back. That's up here. Alright, I'm about to get ready to end this video, but basically I need to go to the store and get 2 more of those brackets I had for the door. I wasn't even really thinking. I was thinking these 6x9s would just dropped in the back, but they're not. You need the brackets for the back as well. So like I said, once you get the seats down, you get the pillars off, you're gonna lift this up. You're gonna need the socket wrench right here. I'll let you know what size this is real quick. Let's see. 10 millimeter socket wrench. Take out the 4 screws. You're gonna have to be holding this up and turning the socket wrench. And like I say, once you basically get these 4 screws out, you're gonna put that bracket in there. We're gonna mount the speaker in the bracket and drop it in and just put everything back into place. And that's pretty much it. So, you know, I just gave y'all a walkthrough for the door, the rear. It's really not that hard. Now, when I get ready to do the amp, that's gonna be a separate video. Like I say, factory radio coming. I mean, aftermarket radio coming later. But right now, I'm just gonna use the amp to power these speakers because the factory radio is not enough power to actually make these as loud as they go. But they are louder. I did test it. It is louder just alone, but I want it a little bit louder until we get the aftermarket radio for this car. So that's pretty much it, man. I'm out.
Was on my grind, it was my time. I ain't think twice. I paid that price and we did this, nigga. Police storm at me, charges never stick. Fucking niggas up in Vegas, pocket 96, 11 pass.